Hi, my name is Jenny Thurman, and I'm the Teen Services Librarian at the Council Tree Library. And today, I'm going to talk to you about some of the great nonfiction books we've gotten in for teens in the past year. The first book I'm going to talk about is Taking on the Plastics Crisis by Hannah Testa, an 18-year-old activist from Georgia. It's about plastics and our overuse of them, but it's also about her journey and how she became an activist at only 18. It's also part of the Pocket Change Collective, which is a series of very short but really wonderful books, all written by teens and younger adults. We currently have all but the latest two already in our collection, and we'll have those soon as well. Our second book is How Not to Get Eaten by Ewoks by Christian Blauvelt, which is a funny and hilarious book about all the different ways that the Star Wars universe can kill you, and how to avoid that should you ever find yourself in a galaxy far, far away. This same author has written a few other Star Wars books that you'll find in our teen collections as well. Be More Leia, Be More Lando, Be More Yoda, and Be More Vader. Our third book is Must Know High School Physics. It's part of the new Must Know series by McGraw-Hill. Each book covers a different topic that is often taught in high school. They're sort of a cross between a For Dummies book and a study guide, and they're really great if you need a refresher or a review, or if you just want to learn something new. Next up is Radium Girls by Kate Moore, which is about a group of young women who were hired in the 1920s to use radium-infused paint to create glow-in-the-dark watch dials, which resulted in the women getting sick and dying of radiation poisoning. When they realized why they were getting sick, the women began organizing for better protections for workers. Poudre Libraries owns both the original book, which is in adult nonfiction, and the young readers version, which is shelved in teen nonfiction. Our next book is an adorable cookbook called Kawaii Sweet World. It's by Rachel Fong, and it's full of incredibly cute recipes, such as this panda cake, cow eclairs, and I really want to try the Mermaid Mint ice cream. We have a lot of new cookbooks in our teen section, but this one is definitely my favorite. We have some new poetry in as well, including Electric Arches by Eve L. Ewing. Eve L. Ewing is also a writer for Marvel and has worked on Ironheart and Marvel Team Up. Electric Arches is an imaginative exploration of Black girlhood and womanhood through poetry, visual art, and narrative prose, and I absolutely recommend it. Before we get to our last book, I want to show you really quickly where you can go to find out what new nonfiction books we have for teens. All of the books that I've talked about in this video, plus a bunch more, are in a new list called Great New Nonfiction for Teens, which you can get to by going to our teen page and then going over to Book List and clicking on More. From there, you can choose the list Great Nonfiction for Teens. But what about 6 months or a year from now? Well, there are two ways to look for new teen nonfiction books. The first is to go to our Reader's Cafe, click on What's New, and then choose Teen Nonfiction. Right now, it has a lot of homework type books, which is sometimes happens, but we keep getting in new books, so keep checking back. The other way is to do a search by putting an asterisk in the search box and clicking search, which will bring up basically the entire library collection. And then you can refine your search by going down to collections, clicking on More, and choosing Teen Nonfiction. Make sure to click Apply. And then you can tell the search box that you just want to look at recent books by putting some years into the published date. We're going to go ahead and put in 2020 to 2021. And again, make sure to click Apply. And there you go, all kinds of brand new teen nonfiction books in our collection. And of course, you can always email or ask a librarian and ask us what's new or ask for some recommendations. And speaking of recommendations, I have one more book I wanted to talk to you about. So 2020 was quite the year, and 2021 is shaping up to be an interesting year as well. So the last book I want to talk to you about is called Your Brain Needs a Hug by Ray Earl, which is all about our brains and how we can take care of them. We have several new books for teens about mental health, in fact, and we'll be getting more in soon. We can also help you get in touch with organizations like the Alliance for Suicide Prevention of Larimer County, who provide free suicide prevention training and other services. I also want to add that if anyone watching this is feeling stressed, and especially if you may be in crisis, the Colorado Crisis Support Hotline is free and there to help. Their number is 1-844-493-8255, or you can text TALK to 38255. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe, and be sure to check out some of our great teen nonfiction when you get a chance.